First of all, my name is Ganiyu Johnson. I'm the Honorable Member representing Oshodi Solo Federal Constituency 2. I'm from Lagos. Now, to answer your question, the bill is not preventing anybody from traveling. I started by raising a motion, on the same issue, medical brain drain. In that motion, I prayed for three things: that the welfare of medical personnel should be reviewed. That's the first prayer. The second prayer is that we should also look into the health facilities we have, that we should also improve on our health facilities, maintaining and upgrading our primary health care centers, from upgrading our primary health care centers to general hospitals, and maintaining and upgrading our general hospitals to research specialist hospitals. Then maintaining and upgrading our specialist hospitals to research institutes. Then the last prayer is that that government should collaborate with private sectors such as insurance companies. And the reason why I mention insurance companies is that we have so many unclaimed dividends with insurance companies. If they collaborate with them, they will be able to fund the projects that is trying to create enabling environment for the doctors, also improve their welfare. Now, after that motion, we notice a decline further of capital flights of our medical doctors abroad. So I now looked at the act establishing the licensing of our medical doctors. I noticed that after their housemanship, because once you graduate from school, you go and do your housemanship. Your housemanship is 1 year. After your housemanship, you go for your NYSC. It's also 1 year. The reason why you do your housemanship before you do your NYSC is because you'll be able to practice as a medical doctor. Because when you go out there, it's assumed, that is, when you are doing your NYSC, it's assumed that you are going to practice as a medical doctor. So after your housemanship, you are given a license. So I now looked at that and now said, okay, it will be a thing of great interest to our society, because our population is over 200 million, and as I speak, the number of doctors we have is about 10,000. And if care is, we have crisis already. It's not if care, we have crisis. And how do we mitigate this crisis? Is by slowing down, carrying out a kind of stopgap. I call it stopgap. That let us increase the number of years they will get their final license. And the reason is that it's not that one is trying to restrict them. The 5 years I'm talking about is inclusive of the housemanship. it's inclusive of the NYSC. So technically, we are talking about 3 years. And that 3 years is a way of promoting professionalism, because you can as well register for your residency in medical line. After your NYSC, if you are engaged in hospitals, you can enroll for your residency. Your residency program takes an average of 5 to 6 years. So if with your residency, you are a specialist at the end of that program. So it's a way of encouraging, promoting our doctors to be specialists instead of just general medical practitioner. So if you will gain 3 years while you are here doing your residency, so by the time you complete that 3 years, you can as well complete your residency and leave. One is a win-win for the nation, it's a win-win for the medical doctors. Really, that is the purpose, that is the background of my motion. I'm not. You see, I mean, what I'm saying is that in the country already we have crisis. How do we mitigate this crisis? I only suggested a way out. Okay? I'm not saying that, hey, this is the final solution. Fortunately, it has just passed second reading. There is still opportunity for everybody, all the stakeholders, to come during public hearing. Okay, we all come, we have robust debate on the issue. Nobody is saying that they should not travel. All I'm saying is that we have a population of over 200 million. And if care is not taken, maybe Babalawo will be the one treating our people. It's not a funny situation. But you people, I mean, the medical doctors are only looking at it from their own point of view. I'm looking at it holistically. I'm looking at the nation. What are the challenges we are facing? Just recently, WHO, the World Health Organization, they placed red alert on us, and UK has restricted them from coming. Yes, we have other places they can go, but if they should abide by WHO's resolution. So what are we talking about? Yes, like I said, it has just passed second reading. There is room for robust debate during public hearing. You see, when it comes to license as a professional, it doesn't matter which school you go to. That is, we must get that clear. It doesn't matter whether you go to Oxford, Cambridge, or Unilag. If you have to obtain your license, we are all one. The institution is to train you, guide you towards that profession. But by the time you are writing your professional exam, okay, it's a different ball game. You all come together. It's the same exam you will write. So I don't know why, whether you are in private, whether private or public school, it is the same exam you are all going to take. It doesn't matter. Well, I mean, in 2019, say I don't know the basis. First of all, I'm not the Speaker of the House. I'm just a member of the House, one out of 360. All right. Usually once there is a bill like that, there is always a robust debate in the House. Whatever is the outcome of that bill, okay, will be binding. Do you understand? So there is always robust debate. See, in 2019, I may not be in a position to tell you this is the reason why it was shut down. But today, the point I'm saying, and please don't get me wrong, is that we have crisis. Unless if you yourself, you don't agree that we have crisis in the in the health sector. It is as a result of this crisis that I'm just being passionate. I'm just being passionate about the situation now. And that's why I'm forging ahead with the bill. 2, it is not a law yet because it has to pass through so many processes. We have third reading, public hearing. Senate too must assign. There is concurrence from the Senate before it goes to Mr. President for assent. Before it comes back here, okay. Before it is passed to law. So it's a long process. So if people believe that, they are not too comfortable with it, at the public hearing, there will be, will request for memoranda from people. So yes. But when you talk about welfare is everything. We are talking about, look, it is welfare includes I said they should review, improve their welfare. It includes their salaries, allowances, even to the extent of trying to give them loans to own their own houses, mortgages. It's all under welfare. It's all under welfare. And also create an enabling environment so that they can enabling environment for their workplaces, improve their working condition, improve the facilities where they are going to operate. Yeah, medical tourism. Yes. On medical tourism, of course, I'm in support. You know why? By the time we improve, so like I told you, I'm passionate about this thing. By the time we improve, we upgrade our health facilities, why will people go out? We can get all these things here. 1, we will save on our foreign exchange. 2, we will create more jobs for our medical personnel. 3, it will encourage us to even improve further on our health facilities. So I'm in support. You cannot. First of all, my bill has answered the question. My bill itself has answered the question. I said I don't want our medical personnel to go out until after certain period, because we know we have crisis. If WHO is telling us that, hey, you people have crisis, you cannot continue to deplete their doctors. They are only helping us. They are supporting my position. It is not me. I didn't write them. They are only supporting my position. That's all.